I hope this can hear me, bro. But right now, I'm about to do an interview with Band of Brothers. Dying hard, man. It's like really waking up. I gotta learn all this math right now, but right now we working on Band of Brothers. I got an interview with them. 442, man. I'm the problem, bro. This is low key weird. Like I promise you, the meeting was supposed to start at 4:30. We tried to do the meeting on FaceTime. For some reason the FaceTime call was not working. Next thing you know, I'm like, bam, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? We could do it on Zoom. Now my iPad my laptop about to die. Everything about to die. My text messages don't go to my MacBook. My MacBook my MacBook separate from my bro. Everything separate, bro. Let's get to this meeting though. Let's go ahead and yeah. Let's go ahead and yeah. 444. Back on top, punching the clock, clutching sanity. I got. It says update required. Bro, what is you on about, bro? Look, as soon as I join, y'all talking about me, talking about some of the Matrix. Like, what, bro? That's not me, bro. Don't say that to her, bro. She don't know nothing about how you doing.
I'm good. How are you?
Hi, my name is Don Hannon. I'm the president here representing Band of Brothers today.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Hannah. I'm Hannah Nimj, and I am a reporter with the Lantern. And so I'm just gonna be interviewing you guys.
Okay, that sounds good.
Of course.
So this article for me is due Thursday, so you should expect it to come out anytime between after then or Friday. We don't publish Fridays, so it'll probably come out like Thursday late at night.
Bet.
Yeah. So I've already taken up too much of your guys' time.
Nah, don't say that. We appreciate it.
But let's just get into it. So if you guys, let me make sure. Oh, also before I start, I have like a recording device just to make sure I get your guys' quotes right and accurate. It's not gonna go anywhere. Don't worry about it. But I just want to make sure that you guys know that so you're comfortable.
That's what they always say, man.
Don't worry, I'm not one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay. So if you guys could start by giving me your first and last name, spelling it out just so I have it, and then your year, your majors, and then your affiliations with Band of Brothers.
Yes. Okay. So my name is Don Hannon. I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska. DonHannon. I didn't spell it out the first time. What else did you say? I majored in actuarial sciences. And I'm the president of Band of Brothers.
And what year are you again?
I'm a junior.
Junior. Okay.
My name is Matthew Gabrahanis, Matthew, first name, last name Gebreyhonez. I am a second year computer science major, minor in business, and I'm the vice president of Banner Brothers.
Okay. I'm Shane Wagner, spelled ShaneWagner. I'm a second year sports industry major, and I am just a regular body member. Not really member, but participant really.
Cool. Nice to meet you guys. So first question I have for you guys, it's kind of simple, but what is Band of Brothers? Like if you were gonna tell somebody what Band of Brothers was who had never heard about the organization or the club, what would you tell them?
How I would like to put it is Band of Brothers is essentially me just seeing a face like Shane. Just someone who I really don't know all too formally well, but I see him around the college campus, and just whenever I see him, I'm able to approach him and have a conversation and know that I have a friend here on campus, so it's not so lonely because I don't know. I feel like making sure that being on a college campus and able to connect with people who look like you is important to me.
I second what Don said. To me, I'll explain Banner Brothers as an organization where like young men on our campus, as big as it is, can just come together, meet new people, meet each other, get involved with different things, get involved with each other, because there's a lot of young men on campus with nothing to do and a lot of time on their hands besides classes, and just uh, giving them the ability to meet each other, meet new people, and to connect different personalities together.
Mhm. And I would say from my experience, everything I agree with as well. That's been my experience. Like welcome into Band of Brothers. Um, the organization also does like each time there is an event, it's always like a purpose for the event. Like there is like the social aspect where you can meet new people or talk to the people who you probably seen here and there but like never really sat down and had a whole conversation with. Like yeah, there's that piece, but each meeting they have is usually tailored towards like a real issue. Like for example, one time they had like a Shark Week, like or Shark Tank event where we learned about entrepreneurship. Another time was more focused on mental health, and another time was more focused on like just everyone shared like a lot of black men on campus sharing their experiences and kind of each people like building off from that. So I would say that's like a lesson from Band of Brothers.
Definitely. Also, on top of that, I would like to add, like, going into the next semester and stuff like that. Also, like, I'm gonna be trying to like make it be more of a sense of community and like establishing like Hale Hall as like a center just for Black men to connect because that's where the majority of our meetings are gonna be at next semester. So like just like stabilizing like Hale Hall, like I'll be there pretty much throughout the day, 24/7, and just like if people knew like oh that's the place to go if you're just chilling and don't got nobody to see or talk to and be around, like that's just common ground, I would say.
Mm. And why would you? I think you touched on it a little bit. You touched on like the fact that kind of there was like a gap in trying to bring together young men, particular on campus, who really don't know each other and haven't really gotten a chance to dip their toes into things. You mentioned that being kind of a gap that you really wanted to fill with the organization. Why else would you say that you really started um, Band of Brothers for?
To help excel like on a professional level too. Like it's not all just about seeing each other and like kiki ha ha laughing. It's also knowing like we are at the Ohio State University. We're here representing our families. Like we're representing. It's a lot that goes to our name, and there's a lot that comes with even just going to events and showing your face at these type of events and knowing that you're carrying a lot behind you and you're here in a sense.
Yeah.
Um, I want to add to what Don said. Yeah, it's, as fun as it is coming together, talking, and having great conversations, we can have it at the same time. We have a mission to do. We are in school. We are here to get educated, and we're representing, like Don said, our families, where we're from. We're representing a lot of things. We have a lot of burdens to carry on our backs. And going off what Shane said previously, each one of our events there's a purpose to each one of our events. We want each of our members to come in to our events, sit down, and leave learning something. One of our goals, one of our missions is to elevate our general body members, either spiritually, socially, or intellectually, and that's what we try to do each event.
Amazing. Amazing. Shane, you have anything to add? Oh, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if you would have.
Yeah, there's really
Well,
not much for me to add since I'm not really on the committee. So yeah.
so what are the kinds of things, Shane, you mentioned a little bit, like when you were talking about the Shark Week,
Mhm.
what are the kinds of things that Band of Brothers hopes to offer students on campus? How do you guys kind of propel your mission forward of bringing people together both socially but also professionally?
Mhm. Yeah, well, I would definitely say that by coming to the events and not just participating, but like asking questions as to like some of the speakers who might have come through. Um, I mean, I can't really speak much of like what the main purpose is, only since I'm not really like I'm more just someone just like coming to events, and showing my support where I can. But it really does seem like um the purpose, or at least one of the purposes, is like we're all trying to grow from one another. I mean, we are like I said, we the recurring thing is that we see each other on a day-to-day basis, but we may not actually speak to one another on like you get to know who they really are. So in these spaces, when it's like a more professional space, we all come together and we come with an open mind, open perspective, and we actually grow from one another because there may be some experiences that someone has that I haven't had yet or that I'm about to have, and they might say something that might be important for me to know. Or not just for me, but I might say have something that I've experienced that might be beneficial for someone who might be a year younger than me or even 2 years older than me. So I feel like that's kind of one of the benefits to this organization. I hope that really answer your question. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's more of a question like that's like a member perspective and it's really really important as well. I think
mm,
also obviously Don and Matt you probably have a lot to share about like what you hope to bring to campus as well.
Oh, definitely. We had a great community service event and like one of our in the first 2 months actually. Could you want to talk about that community service event, Matthew?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Are you talking about the donation drive?
Yeah, yeah, our
Yeah.
donation drive.
We did a collaboration donation drive with what was it? MAPS Minority. Hmm,
yeah.
what is it? What's it stand for?
MAPS, the Minority Association of Pre Medical Students at The Ohio State University.
Yeah, we did a collaboration event with them. It was a donation drive where people could come donate dental products, feminine products, first aid products, and there's one more. Did I say feminine products?
Yeah, feminine
Yes.
products.
We had a big black box kind of centered in Hale Hall, like trying to like represent like, hey, people pull up, this is where to be at. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Come here and
Yeah,
come support, donate. But we actually did have a pretty good turnout with donations and that was a successful event. I mean, a successful drive.
yeah, that was a successful drive, and I want like adding on to that, since that was a drive, it lasted for a couple weeks. So one of our last events was tailored towards that donation drive. It was like a game night type of thing where the main event was like a college football tournament, right? And to buy in, to have a buy-in for that event, you either had to bring in one of the supplies from that donation list or bring in $5. That $5 would have gone towards buying supplies for the donations. So we try to incorporate whatever community service event that we possibly will be doing in the future into our events. So it brings in more supplies, brings in more guests, and just try to make it fun that way. Try to make our events more collaborative that way.
Amazing. Amazing. That is so cool. I did peep like the service post that you guys made about that event. It looked amazing. And it brought like a really, really diverse crowd of people together, which is interesting, specific, especially because you guys' like mission statement um, says empowering men of OSU through brotherhood, service, and leadership. And you guys kind of like applied that emphasis of like young men. We really need to like show up for young men. Why did you guys feel the need to really put that emphasis on creating a space for young men specifically?
Uh, we wanted to like emphasize that space for young men specifically because looking at like organizations on campus, there's not that many young men tailored organizations on campus. You have Empower, you have another organization called like the Sister Accords. It's like you don't really have something that's generally tailored towards young black men, and I feel like on this campus, especially being a young black man myself, it's like there's a lot of unseen struggles that we go through that we keep to ourselves, and I feel like it's important to have a space where we can share our struggles together, rely on one another instead of just keeping everything in to ourselves. I feel like we're doing more harm to ourselves that way instead of any good.
Also, I would like to add, we are open to all. It's just black. I like to say the black men part, just because, like, it's the call out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta say it to black people. I already, everybody's welcome. I feel. So it's not like, we're open to all, but you know what I'm saying. It is, you're gonna see black faces in there definitely.
Yeah, what Don said, like we're an inclusive organization. We're not just like aimed specifically towards black men or just men in general and women. Women are free to come
Yes, we love.
to any of
Yes,
our men. events.
Girls make the event so much better. Oh, I don't understand why, but the energy, man, the energy y'all bring is just like, what is going on? It makes everything more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for an example of that being our most recent event with the Black Mental Health Coalition. It was like a Black Men Hard Conversation event. Even though it was titled Black Men Hard Conversations, there were women present. The whole Black Mental Health Coalition e-board is majority women, and there was other women that came in, and it was just nice to have their insight on like male matters, male perspective. It was
Yes.
nice having their female insight on that. It was nice seeing their other side and just comparing sides, going at it like with the perspective, of course.
That event in particular really stuck out to me. I thought it was really, really cool that you guys were having it. Um, so like me, like coming from me, like I'm Egyptian. I come from an Arab background, so we have like similar discussions about like Arab men and like the consequences that it comes with some different like facets of coming from the Arab world. And those discussions end up being like some of the most fruitful when you do have both sides coming together, because like I like the better way to speak to something sometimes typically ends up being the person who is going to be like facing the most backlash from you. And so that event in particular really struck something with me when I was reading up on you guys, because you hosted that back in November. And to that end, you guys also have on your board, you have a Black Men Talk liaison on your board. Why has it kind of been imperative for you guys to really solidify the importance of like the African American presence both through your events and your leadership, even though you guys are open to all?
Mm. I like to say that I feel like I see a lot of black men kind of cut themselves short constantly, and it's because we don't interact, or it's because the conversations aren't being had, and like it's no people thinking it, but people aren't saying it, and really just being that person that somebody can say it to helps out a lot.
And I would say what helps me continue showing up is that this is an organization that I firmly believe in. I believe in like their purpose and their cause, and not only that, but like the people within the organization, like the committee members. I know them all personally. Well, basically, I might know some more than others, but like I basically have a good gist of each and every person on the committee, and I know they're all good people, and they all are people who want to, make a difference, and that's why I want to keep showing up because, well, not but also not even just showing up, but showing up and participating, to help grow like this organization, because it's not just the people who run it, it's also the people that show up, like like people like me who aren't really a part of it, who aren't really making the decisions on it, but like the regular body, like we kind of get people, I kind of help encourage people to come, like keep showing up, to come back, and to, like not just come back, but like to socialize with other people, because like I think it's important to have that good community in this organization, especially with it kind of like being a more newer organization or something that's like kind of being brought up yet again. So that's my take on that.
Matt, do you have something? Do you think that they kind of touched all the bases for that?
I feel like yeah, they touched the majority of the bases that I was thinking about. But I also want to add, um, I meant like suicide rates among men, black men, are like the highest among those suicide rates, and it just like that impact me because I have had family members that had people who dealt with depression, dealt with suicidal thoughts. So it was just it hit home that on that perspective of things.
Yeah. So I mentioned that your guys' like mission statement was empowering men of OSU through brotherhood, service, and leadership. So one of like on your guys' first post, it said, I don't know if this is your motto, but it said "stronger together always." Can you tell me a little more about the inspiration behind that kind of slogan and what it means to all of you, and why you felt like it was really important to kind of start the ground or hit the ground running with something like that?
I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, and so when I came out here, I wouldn't say that like you really got to put yourself out there in a sense, and I just feel like it would have made my experience a little bit better if people like kind of felt already that sense of community initially. Like if like before you even talked to me, you knew that. If other people kind of had that idea in their head, also like that, I feel like that would just make the sense of community better on Ohio State's campus.
Mm. Oh, I would say what that phrase, like what that saying means to me, is that like kind of what I was told growing up, and is that like just reoccurring, like saying what was always said to me is like it takes a village, basically. Like it takes a village to develop somebody, or it takes a village to accomplish a lot of different things. Basically, what that means also, like to me, like those are like the same things to me as a like, um, you can't do everything by yourself, and having that good support system around you will allow you to shoot above and beyond what you even thought you could, accomplish. And coming from me, who is someone who, sometimes I might have anxiety, or I might, think down on myself, or I might think to myself, I can't accomplish this, or I don't really have what it takes to do this. But then when I talk to my support system, like for a group of people around me, and they keep like reassuring me, like, hey, you got this. Or not only that, but if you're down, we're here to pick you back up, Shane. So just knowing that, this allows me to have the confidence to do whatever I want to do. And that's kind of what this organization, like, and that motto really means to
It's
me, is
not
like
easy.
organization. Right. Exactly.
College
It's
is
not
not
easy at all.
easy, man.
Right.
You
Exactly.
you here by yourself 25/8, 24/7. My bad. I love to say 25/8, but it's 24/7. So just like cause I'm in a lot of difficult math classes right now, and you just you gotta know you got other people to go talk conversate with about the things.
Yeah, you need your people.
Definitely.
Find your people.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
To add on to both of them, it's just like, yeah, this is easy. Speaking from my experience, my first year, I wasn't like I was more so in my dorm room like every day. Yeah, I'd go out to like the gym or something, but that I was just in my dorm room every day. So branching out this semester, I started branching out like towards the end last year's semester. So like branching out, reaching out more people, getting to contact more people really helped me. Like figure out like, hey, like I'm at an impasse here. I can reach out to this person, or this person can connect me with this person. It's just networking at the end of the day. Um, it's hard to get places by yourself. It's not, some places it's more impossible to get there by yourself. So just having that support system, having that person that you can go to for like anything that you need, any help, I feel like that's important. That's what like, being stronger together means, is being able to hold each other accountable when we're doing good, when we're doing bad. Being able to pick someone up when they're falling, be able to keep holding somebody up even when they don't feel like standing up anymore.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, you guys. So you guys like all kind of touched on this a little bit. Don, you touched on it when you mentioned that like black men kind of sell themselves short. Shane, you mentioned it a little bit when you said like, oh, there are like harder things that they kind of lift you back up, especially when you're like falling down a little bit. Matt, you said the same thing. One of the elements of your mission has been, I've seen, or at least I've heard a lot more when you guys have been speaking to me, is like kind of making your members career ready. You're representing your families, you're representing a lot of people who made a lot of sacrifices, and it's kind of up to you. Obviously that's a lot of pressure, but it's up to you to kind of like make that sacrifice worth it. So what do you think is currently missing from those resources that we currently have? What gaps are you trying to fill to try and kind of get your members more career oriented in a way that like isn't necessarily out there right now? And who are you trying to fill it for? I know you mentioned like young men maybe like there's a specific niche of people, but like who are you trying to fill it for? What gaps are you trying to fill, essentially?
That's a great question.
You could take time to marinate with that question a little bit. There's no rush.
I need to grab a charger for my laptop.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I can start by saying, in my opinion, one way that like a good thing the organization could try to move on. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Something that the organization can do moving forward, try to do moving forward, is to again just try to increase the numbers of people that show up to events. Like I said, like as of right now, the organization kind of like coming back to campus. So because of that, not many people even knew that it's coming. Like it's back, in fullity, like in fruition, basically. So with that being said, I think that this organization can improve on not just increasing the population of people who show up to events, but having more diverse crowds. And I think that can also help with possibly having more collaborations with different organizations that are different than like this similar Black men organization, like this similar Black men group, like the what was the organization that you guys partner with for the mental health talk? Like the
Black Mental Health Coalition.
Yeah, that Black Mental Health coalition. Like the fact, like with them, for example.
Are you talking about with the Noops? The
Oh no. Oh no, I was talking about the Black Males Coalition, like that organization. But like a lot of them are, like a lot of the people on the e-board are women, and
okay.
their own different crowd. They brought their own different crowd, and then you see how successful that event was by having not just Black men or like some of the similar faces we see on a day to day, but it brought a whole different group of people, like women, and not just women, but like whoever they might bring along to different events. So I'm just saying, like, just moving forward, I would definitely say like that could be something that.
Ooh, you want to know what would sound interesting to me?
Yeah.
If Ohio State started up a big like org collaboration app, do some weird collabs with some people I've never seen before.
It's an app.
There is one?
Did you
No,
say
he said there would be cool if there wasn't.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
See, y'all can see that he is right here, so y'all can. There you go.
Right now we're just reaching out to each other through the grapevine.
Yeah, literally, it's like all through Instagram DM. Y'all sliding in DM.
Yeah.
I like that.
So somewhat answer your question. Like the group of people that I want to bring out are just people that just don't come out. Again, Vander Brothers is an organization that's coming back. I think it was in 2020 when they stopped. Once COVID hit, coming back in as an organization, we want to like attract new men on campus, and it's like our Instagram. When we first started up, I'm pretty sure it still is like the majority of it. Not the majority of it. Take that back. I'd say like 30%, 25% of it is like just alumni that graduated who like came here before when Vander Brothers was around. Yeah. So bringing out the men that just never don't come outside. Just talk to new people. Having more like a diverse crowd. Yeah, we honestly want to bring more women in to at our meetings to have more input in some of the things we talk about. Yeah, not all of our meetings are going to be something tailored to what some women might deem like fun to them, like the video game tournament. That doesn't really scream like as a woman like, hey, I'm going to that. But it's just having events that incorporate a lot of people, and that's what we want to start hitting the ground running on next year, incorporating other groups of people, not just Black men, which a lot of Black men do come, but we want to incorporate like the Hispanics, the white man, the Caucasian, like it's just different races. Want to have want this organization to be a melting pot of different organizations.
So you mentioned that the club first founded in 2020 and then it kind of died away?
No, it died away because of COVID. It was founded way before that.
Okay. It was
It
founded.
it wasn't it was this like it wasn't active anymore because of COVID. Like that's why it went inactive because of COVID-19.
Okay. And then you guys restarted it back up this semester.
Yeah, this semester we got reestablished.
Awesome. Amazing. So honestly, I don't have anything else for you guys, but I do have like one kind of question that I really do like to ask clubs like yours at the very end. If there was like one thing you wish that people could take away from your organization, what would it be?
A lot. Me, I want people to just come in, one, meet new people, talk to someone that they've never talked to before, connect with somebody that never connected with before. I want them to learn something, whether again it's on the personal, social, spiritual level, depending on what the event is tailored to. And then just I want them to like have a sense of like, yeah, I accomplished something today. Yeah, I learned something today. Yeah, I met somebody new today. It's just little victories like that can change the courses of somebody's day. And like who knows, you might meet someone that's taking the same classes as you and that can help you, or that took the same classes, or that needs help in the class that you took. Just building those connections. So all in all, it's like networking. I want them to leave um, with networking skills or any like leveling up. And when it comes to the aspects of personal development, social development, or spiritual development.
Well, how I would like to answer that question, I probably like to say I want people to leave with a smile. Like I want you to have a good time at the event. Like I want it to be memorable because I'm knowing that we're only on Ohio State campus for 4 years, and I like to create good memories. Like Shane, he's telling you how he remembers coming to our events, and I love that. Like, yes, you remember. It was like I hope that that's something that you know what I'm saying he talks about when he goes home to his mom and stuff. Like this is what we're doing because that's what life is about. Really, just existing and being able to enjoy the simple moments and the good times in the now.
I also want to add, um, a part of the things that I see coming from this organization, or something that this organization do, is similar to like GEs. How you're supposed to take like how the university wants you to take GEs to be more disciplined in every like aspects of different workforces. So this like I see this as an opportunity, and I see it for like especially like a lot of other um, organizations. I see it as an opportunity to do such. Example being our Shark Tank event. Yeah, it was an event basically teaching our members what it means to be an entrepreneur, with the basics of being an entrepreneur and entrepreneurial abilities, and what the challenges that come with it and the tasks that come with it, how you have to carry yourself day to day. That's not any major specific event. Anybody could come up to that, even if you wanted to be an entrepreneur. It's just something, always something good to know.
And on top of that, I don't mean to cut you off, but we had that event, and we also had Black entrepreneurs there. Like, it's like they're in our play. Like we're at the Ohio State University. It's like the access is right there. The information's all there. It's just going up and actually going to experiencing it.
Yeah, I'm going off what Don said. I forgot to add. For that event, we had our Sharks, where we had two entrepreneurs and one business analytical major students. We tried to get a professor, but it didn't. Things didn't work out scheduling wise. But yeah, our panelists were all students from The Ohio State University, sharing their experiences coming from The Ohio State University, and or what they created on their own. Yeah, example being those entrepreneurs, how they had their own businesses, so they're able to add on to the insight of what it means to be an entrepreneur and all their ups and downs that they faced, all the successes that they had, and to share that with other people. And part of that event was we had our members. They had a product that they had to like basically explain it to their sharks, sell themselves to the sharks. I feel like it was just a great event all around.
We got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left.
We do. Shane, can you do it? Do you
Hey, she enjoying herself.
Can you finish it off, Shane?
One last comment. Yeah. What I hope people can gain from this organization is just to strengthen the relationships that you have with the people that you see on a day-to-day basis. Like from my experience, I mean, I've seen most of these people, like all the time at like either one event or different event or different event. But it's more just like, hey, what's up? And then we just keep walking like past each other or something like that. And I know I kind of said that towards the beginning, but like really, like I've already like had better relationships, like friendships. I could actually say friendships with people, like at least 2 or 3 people already, through just like the events they've already had so far in this semester. And like I said, that without this organization, I probably wouldn't have been able to call them like friends or said like this is now friendships. It would probably be more something like an acquaintance, or I just see them from here to there. But I want people to leave this organization. Huh? Oh, I just want like people to leave this organization or any event from this organization feeling like, hey, now I have someone who I can see and I can talk to, and I can like know that I can have their back and they can have mine as well.
That's beautiful, you guys. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with me. You guys are great. This club is so great. Best of luck to you guys. Honestly, it seems like you're doing really important work. I hope the article will do it justice. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. It was lovely to meet you guys.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too.
Okay, I'll let you guys know. I'll send the article once it's done too, if you guys want to give it a read.
Yes, it sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna text you guys. I do have to like get pictures alongside the article as well. So if you guys have pictures of any of your events that you took, if you could send me the picture, just in our group chat is perfectly fine. Send me the picture that was taken, when, where it was taken, if you can remember, and then who took the photo, or someone that I could just give photo credits to.
Of course.
Yeah?
Yes.
If you guys
Sounds good.
Here, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.